We take you back to last night's epic fourth quarter, Raptors and the Warriors. And let's begin right away with Kawhi Leonard being Kawhi Leonard with 10 straight Raptors points. And for the first time here since the early stages of the game, Raptors go up by 1, and then Kawhi goes on to score the next 7 points in a row for the Raptors. They go up by 6 points.
I went to Twitter. I said, play Enter Sandman, because it's closing time. Like, you could feel it. Like, Kawhi was literally just going to shut this game down. I called game. And this
so did I.
You certainly felt it. You felt it.
Zone. There's nothing like
and right here, the game is, you feel like it's over. That's a 6-point lead. There's 3 minutes to go.
And it's rare when we're both wrong.
And then,
he was rolling.
And then Nick Nurse calls timeout.
Now, what is the issue?
With possession.
Okay, his team's exhausted. Kawhi's totally gassed. They are absolutely out of energy.
Bill, you're not gassed when you have the ball in your hand.
He had 2 timeouts left.
You gas after you score. Like when the ball's in, that's energy. No, the ball is energy. He's scoring.
He's
rolling.
All right.
He's not gassed right then.
So he explained timeout up 6.
He explained, just so we know what's clear, Nick Nurse explained the reasoning was what you said, Bill, is that it looked like his team was a little fatigued. He knows his team at this point. He thought, give him a breather, reset, and then get back out there to finish the job. What you did, though, was give the Warriors an opportunity to collect themselves and then script those adjustments that Kerr and his coaching staff are so good at.
They are
He gave them a breather, too.
So here's a lesson in execution in these last 3 minutes.
All right, so after the timeout.
Two versions of execution, by the way.
Warriors go on a 9-2 run.
Terrible.
To close it out, and it was epic Warriors basketball down the stretch with 3 threes. Break it down here, John.
Good hard
You got Clay once, and then Steph Curry, and then Klay Thompson again.
Well, they run that shirt play all the time.
But there was no hedge and recover here at all. There was no hedge. It was terrible defense. So you do have to blame
the Raptors.
Right there. Kyle Lowry's got to sink all the way off.
Look at this.
Iguodala when he's making that pass.
Late rotation.
You got to stunt to the pass. You got to stunt to the pass. Kyle Lowry should have been right a foot at the nail.
The Warriors did everything right,
too.
Some
bad boys right there.
Yeah,
like
they did everything right.
We're finding everything that the Raptors did wrong.
But the Warriors.
Steph catching that on into his shot.
A tough shot.
Into his shot, catching turn.
That's bad.
That shot alone, just off a screen, a great screen, everything executed perfectly, and then Klay Thompson just having the patience to make a shot like that. And if you consider what we didn't show also is the Warriors get the ball back, and DeMarcus Cousins called for a moving screen.
Yeah.
We all remember the Knicks-Celtics series when KG had moving screens all over the place and nobody ever called them.
But there were
I guess I have a sore spot for that, but I'm watching Boogie and I'm thinking, you're calling that with 14 seconds to go? Like, you're calling that?
There's another chance. That's another chance for them. And they still couldn't take advantage.
Also on the Clay shot when he got the screen from Draymond, where was Marc Gasol? You can't sink that low in the paint. You got to come up and try to trap her.
Yeah.
At least try to deter him from shooting that shot.
The defense is terrible down there.
Get the ball back to Draymond, who you'd rather take in that shot.
But I think the moment, though, is what we're seeing. Obviously, the veteran and the experience of the Warriors shined. But that series was not flawless. You mentioned the Draymond Green screen. You get the goaltend, ultimately, that gives Kyle Lowry that bucket. To me, the fact that the Raptors couldn't couldn't
the
get
last
a ball
sequence,
in the basket?
right?
Here's
the last sequence, Kawhi Leonard's double team.
Yeah.
And it turns out Lowry's got a good shot, but,
come on. Championship possession, you want the ball in the best player's hands.
Watch
what are we doing here? High screen. Just get a screen right here.
Iguodala comes to double, and Lowry's blocked by Green. I thought when I first watched it, Lowry just made a terrible shot, but Green actually deflected.
Green made a great defensive play, but I can't understand.
The high screen.
Why aren't you somebody come up and screen Clay and let Kawhi go one-on-one. Your best player win the game for you.
You know why you want to screen with Draymond? Because Draymond already had 5 fouls. So he's going to probably...
And he was guarding Gasol.
Exactly.
And Gasol come up.
You want to get that switch.
Set a big screen, get that switch, and let Kawhi go to work one-on-one. Instead, the trap's coming. He sees it. His instinct is to pass the basketball. LeBron James does this. We're all criticizing LeBron for giving up the basketball.
Yeah,
Kawhi makes the right play.
He made the right
play. To me, it was the wrong play to call.
Now, the reality is Lowry was open.
He was.
And Green made a heck of a defensive.
He got out on the other side of Gasol.
Very difficult angle, though. He really was. He could have probably gone up a little bit more rather than drag.
I think he rushed the shot when he saw Dre coming. Draymond got on top of Gasol there, and that was critical.
I think it's more Van Vliet. Van Vliet should have attacked.
That's where I am.
If Van Vliet attacked,
because Van Vliet was having a game.
And now you watch what Draymond does. If he stays home, you kick the foul. If he comes,
you want him to drive.
you might be able to just drop it off the Gasol for a quick
layup.
shot.
That also brings us back
I know it's
to-
hindsight's 2020, but man.
But it also brings us back to the Nick Nurse timeout. If you wanted Kawhi Leonard to get a breather at that moment, you should have given it to Van Vliet and let him shoot.
Well, there's the other
make
point
him
is
do
to get
his
another
thing. Let him
timeout
rest
here.
Just let Leonard rest one possession, right?
You don't call
if he's
timeout
that
your best
tired, let
player
him
with
rest
the
the possession.
ball in your hand.
But yeah,
The way
That's
unfolds.
one of my own.
I guarantee you Nick Nurse didn't sleep a wink, and that's haunting him
and
right
this
now.
is going to haunt him if they don't win the whole
Oh, he's
thing.
done a great job.
He's been terrific.
They still
but-
got 2 chances to win, so I like it.
Yeah.
Here we go, John.
Yeah.
I like it.
But it brought a lot of drama. I mean, as if we didn't have enough drama in this game
Absolutely.
earlier because of Kevin Durant, but it did bring a lot of drama to this series and a lot of questions. And now, again, more drama. The final game at Oracle. They're going to close the building for the Warriors no matter what happens in this game. And another chance for the Raptors to win a championship, this time on the road, and the Warriors to see if they could stay alive, knowing now there's no Kevin Durant. There's no Durant in the future, but they do have a blueprint of how they can beat this team.
The thing you have to admire about the Raptors is even when that thing was 14 points last night, the Raptors keep coming. And so, in a way, we've seen them show up with this heavyweight mentality. But in the moments, in the details, to me, they've gotten lost at critical moments like we saw last night.
Okay.
Kawhi's at the top of the key with Klay Thompson. Fantastic defender, awesome. But Kawhi has been going off, plus 30. Nobody's thinking wherewithal, whether the play was called or not, to bring your big and get that screen
Just
action
get it.
that we're talking
Just-
about.
Right.
Like now we're
Get
getting
that
into
switch
straight up
and go to work.
basketball IQ.
Yeah.
We're not even getting into Nick Nurse call a
Toronto's
timeout.
gotta come
This
back
man,
to-
board man, gets bored. Whatever he says, gets buckets.
Board man gets
set him
paid.
up. Exactly.
Board man gets paid.
John knows about that.
Go back to what you were doing in the beginning, Toronto.
For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.